In today's video, I'm going to give you a full beginner's guide to the Buffer website or software. It's an all-in-one marketing sort of platform that allows you to manage your content, and I'll teach you everything you need to know as well as the best practices. So stick around and watch the video to the end to get all the information. So first of all, you're going to want to do is you're going to have to sign up for an account with your email, and then you're going to have to verify that inside of your inbox. And once you've done that, you're going to be greeted with a page that looks a little bit like this. Now, the first step that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and connect your first channel. And a channel is basically a profile, an account, some kind of thing on a social media. So we're going to click the new channel button here on the left hand side. And these are all the channels that they have right now: Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, Start Page, I'll talk about this later, Google Business Profile, Pinterest, Mastodon, I don't know what that is, and Shopify. Then if you go down here, it tells you by category. So I'm going to start off here. I'm going to go ahead and actually link Twitter. And the way you do that is just click connect. And now it's going to open this up. You want to go ahead and click authorize app. And then, nice, we've connected our account up. If I go back quickly, if you connect any of the other things up, it's going to be a very similar process with the sort of, connecting up, authorizing, all that kind of stuff. So now that we've actually connected up the Twitter, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to create your first idea here. And an idea is basically an idea for a post. It's as simple as it sounds. So we can start off by typing something, or we can use the AI assistant here. And they've got the Buffer AI assistant. It should show up. So it helps you basically write content. And it's going to ask you, what do you want to write about? So example, promote my photography course to get new signups. Registration closes in 3 days. So let's say get people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Press generate, and it's going to start generating with that. So it's now generated me a post that I can go ahead and use if I want to. I can rephrase it, shorten it, expand it, make it more casual, make it more formal, or I can just straight up insert it. So I'm just going to insert it into here. And this is now an idea that I have. I can then go ahead if I want to, and I can select a file into here, or I can select some media from these different integrations. So we've got Canva, Dropbox, Giphy, Google Drive, Google Photos, OneDrive, Unsplash. So you can add those in there. We can also add tags up here, so we can create a tag, so we can type in something like growth, and then we can create a growth tag here. Select a color just like that, and then we can go ahead and we can save the idea just like this. So now that we've actually gone ahead and created our first idea, we can go ahead and publish our first post. So we're going to click publish your first post here, and then we can start writing. We can pick a tag. So this is going to be on the X platform because that's one I've selected. So we'll start writing, or we can use the assistant. I'll put the same thing. Help me gain subscribers. Generate. And insert that there. There we go. And we can add the media. We can add emojis. We can add hashtags. This is the hashtag system they have in their upgraded plan that you can use. They've got link shortening and they've got threads. And now we can either go ahead and we can share it, or we can schedule the post, or we can add to queue, which I'll teach you about in a second. Now, once we've actually gone ahead and scheduled some posts, it should show up in our calendar, which is here. And you can see we're about here right now. And if we want to, we can go ahead and we can actually click the add button. We can add a post, and we can just create a post here like that. Okay, here we are inside of the analytics section, and this is going to be one of the better features of this software. And basically what this does is it allows you to analyze your Twitter growth or your Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want. And you can go ahead and see the performance of everything. So we can select a range. We can say last month, for example, or this month, this week, last week, or we can set a custom date range. And we can go ahead and on this chart, it will show us all of the different bits of data, like the amount of times we've tweeted, the amount of retweets we've had, impressions, engagements, replies, clicks, all of that kind of stuff. And we can also go over to here at the top, and we can export this either as a CSV file or as an image, so we can use it in presentations, that kind of stuff, especially if you're building brands for other companies, that kind of thing. You're building their social medias up. Now we can go ahead and press the add icon here, and we can create a report from this, or we can add to an existing report from that there. We've also got the section here for posts, which goes into detail about posts, and if it loads, it's taking a while. And then we also have answers as well, which is, I think, is replies. And if you go through all of the different social medias here, they're going to have a different section for each of those. We can go over to tags here, and we can look at the different tags, and we can see how they've done. And we can do the same with reports as well, see how the different reports have done. Now something else we can do is go to the engagement tag or tab, and the engagement tab is going to talk to us about our engagement, funnily enough. And for the engagement tab to actually work, we're going to have to go ahead and connect a Facebook or an Instagram account for this bit to work here. Now something else we can do, which is quite useful, especially if you have a team, is we can go ahead and invite our team here. We can put their name, email, give them admin access or not, and we can select what channels they can have access to, and we can select the access level, so they can just post or they have to require approval. This is really great for if you have a big team and you need to organize someone to do the posting for different brands, that kind of thing. Now lastly, we have up here, we have the apps, which is different apps that you can connect to Buffer. So you can have different tools which allow you to, for example, with Canva, we can create designs directly inside of Buffer. With Dropbox, we can, integrate that in. We can integrate all these in basically so that it's easier for us. So there's a few here that you might want to have a look, see if you use any of them. A lot of them are very useful, and it just saves a little bit of hassle having to go back and forth with them. Now finally, one of the newer features is the start page by Buffer. And this basically allows you to create some pages with links and that kind of thing in. So with this, we can go and we can start with one of these examples here. And let's say we like this one here. We can call it a page. So we can say YouTube links. And this is sort of similar to like a link tree, I guess you could say. But it's kind of a bit more unique. You've got like a page builder element to it. It's a lot more customization, which is really, really cool. So we can go ahead up here and we can actually click on these different elements here, and it will allow us to change them. So we can click on this first one here, and this is for the image, so we can select an image in here. We can put the name here, so I can say Andy Guides. Andy's Guides. And then we can put a little bit down there, so we help you learn, whatever your catchphrase is. You can change the width, you can sort of change the whole design of it here, change the background, which is quite cool. It's just a lot of customization there. You can also change the color scheme, so maybe you prefer this sort of blue color scheme. They've got these pre-made themes here which are quite cool, as well as the button colors and the font packs. Next up we have the button links. So this is where you can basically put a label, so we could say subscribe, and then we can have the link to the subscribe or the channel or whatever, and they click on that and it can send them there. You basically can add all these different buttons here, and you can add images, you can add text, so you've got this text here. We can add a YouTube video, which is very cool at the bottom, and then we've got our social links down here. So it's basically a upgraded link tree, which allows you to have like a mini website inside of a small pop-up link. Now if we go to add block here, it shows you all the different blocks that we can have. We could have button, we can have social links, image link, subheading, text, YouTube video, Spotify music, image links grid, updates, and then we've got a sign up form, which is really cool. Having a sign up form directly in your link in your like page here is really useful. Lastly, we've got statistics. So this is really cool. You can see how many people have clicked on the buttons, how many people have clicked today, this week, all time, which buttons they've clicked on, where they've came from, all that kind of stuff. It's very useful for tracking what people are interested in, essentially. And then lastly, we have the page name. So you might have different pages that you can put here, and you can even put a domain on here if you publish it, so you can connect your domain, which is very cool. So if I publish changes, let's just say Andy's Guides, publish, and now if I copy this link, I can put this in my description, but it's going to come up like this. Very cool. I might even start using this myself. And then we can add our custom domain names if we want to. We'll go ahead and do that. Now, one more thing that we should look at is the pricing. Now, you can start with a free plan. It's free. Then you've got the this essentials plan, which is $6 per month for one channel, which is pretty good. All the way up to agency was 120 a month, and this is per channel. If you want like 2, 3, 4, the price is going to go up. And this is a lot cheaper than if you were to use another software. I can't think of any other softwares right now, but this is cheaper than other softwares out there because you don't have to have the bulk plan sort of thing. But that's basically how you use Buffer. If you enjoyed the video and found it useful, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below that helped. Thank you for watching.